Hey everyone, happy Monday, Runday. Welcome. Got some creepy music going on. If anyone knows what the song's from, let me know. But yeah, it's Monday. Happy Monday, Runday. It's very blue up here. I might actually change the colors a little bit, but hopefully everyone's doing well. And we got a bunch of comments so far. I thought I'd go with this spooky theme because it's around Halloween time. It's one of my favorite times of year. Don't forget about that challenge. Yeah, Rail Chief, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not going to forget about it, I promise. Let me turn this down actually a little bit. I just set up the station. I promise you guys are going to see that tonight, and it's gonna be so cool. I got it all lit up and everything. It looks really nice. Keep on looking over to it. Matt, hey Matt, uh, long time no see. Thank you so much for all your help this weekend with everything up here. Gus, how's it going? Brian Cahill, what's up, man? John Saxon, hey. Brian Rock Rail fan, hey. Raylan, what's going on, buddy? Gotta get your Knicks fixed. I gotta make a shirt or something that says that. Did anyone guess the song yet? If you guys can hear it, already decorated for Christmas. Well, in some places in Pennsylvania, houses are always decorated for Christmas, and Maryland too. I admit it. There are some in Maryland. See if anyone guesses where the song's from. If you guys can hear it. Engineer Pat, what's going on? I gotta change my camera a little bit. Move this down. Where is the thing? All right. Let me change the lights. It's a little too blue up here for such a joyous occasion. But if I do that, I'm going to lose the music. It's been ages. Yeah, guys, Matt and I were climbing. Well, he was climbing under the platform, everything yesterday for getting this layout track plan together. So I've got to thank him. Thanks, Matt, so much for all your time and help. And it was a lot of fun, too. Jamie, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Chilling at home, ready for Monday Runday. Yeah, we're going to run an engine or two. As you can see, it just looks like a blob on my screen. But we are going to run some trains tonight. And you guys get a full track plan tour. It's going to be awesome. Railfan Roger, how's it going? Farmer J, how's it going? Yes, I did. It was very like I had chest pain after seeing that video. Seriously, I saw that video. It was a shooting down in Tucson, not Tucson, Arizona. I made that mistake last week. Tucson, no, it was Tucson, Arizona. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm going to change the light really quick. But the incident was heart wrenching and terrifying, like absolutely terrifying. If you guys haven't seen it, viewer discretion advised. Is that? It's still grainy. Let me get out of the blues. Yeah, it was very hard to watch. Almost reminded me of like Breaking Bad, which, ooh, this one's called Romance. Oh yeah, it's very pink. Let me get something cool. Candlelight. It is Halloween time. Do you want to do? Let's do candlelight, I guess. There we go. RJ, what's up? All right, so North Penn, thank you so much. He said congrats. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a journey and always will be. I love doing this stuff and I love being a part of YouTube, meeting all you guys. Well, meeting some of you guys in person and meeting people here and there. It is just so much fun. It's very rewarding actually meeting people through YouTube. But it's really cool. I love it, and you guys have been so supportive and fun every step of the way. It's been so much fun. But yeah, thank you guys. Look at that. The microphone's like tilted. Just saw that on the footage. There we go. made it to season 3 of Alf. I'm actually watching some Halloween stuff now. So if you guys like horror, I watched the end of Evil Dead 2 today, and then also started watching Ash versus Evil Dead, which is on Netflix. If you guys are into the Ash, anything, Evil Dead stuff, you're gonna like the show. It's more of a horror comedy, but it is really, really good. So it's fun. I'm getting into my, like I said, my Halloween phase of things. I love it. Hey, Adam, what's going on? Thanks, Matt. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a journey, and yeah, thank you again, man. It was you guys are going to be impressed with the track plan. I This part's the simple side. That's all I have to say. And I might even orientate the desk so that my shelf is behind me once the room is set and all that good stuff. Right now, this is a temporary desk location, but I think I'm going to actually turn the desk that way or follow against this wall here, facing the back, because I really like that backdrop of the trains and up there. So it's pretty cool. Advertising another train show this Saturday in Kutztown. Yeah, I did see that. Um I honestly won't be up there this Saturday for the show. I'm going to be up at Knoebels, which is why I'm running my Knoebels car. I'm going to be up there for Hollow Fun, which I was trying to get there sooner, but Nikki and I are actually plan for the worst, but expecting the best. Does that sound great? I mean, that's the best way to do it whenever you travel somewhere. But we bought all our tickets ahead of time. We're not doing the wristband, and we're gonna ride the train. We're gonna film the train, or I'll be filming the Pioneer train during the day with the Halloween overlay, and then at night, so you guys will get both perspectives, and we'll probably end up riding it at least 2 or 3 times. It's like one of the best rides in that park is honestly the Pioneer train. And when they do the Halloween overlay, it is so cool. Like skeletons everywhere, little story, some special effects, and we chose the antique cars last year, but I wasn't doing YouTube yet, so I could have filmed it. But we're thinking possibly of waiting in line to do both, or get in line for the train once it gets dark. So be a little bit of light left for filming, and then do the antique cars. And I may not film the antique cars. It's gonna be kind of hard to film and steer, and there's actors and stuff. So, but yeah, this Saturday, Knoebels Grove, and then Sunday I'm going to be down if I feel like it. I'm going to be down. The NCR is doing another tunnel run on Sunday, so I'm going to be there filming for sure, unless it's a weird day or kind of gross out, and I'm going to take a rain check. But yeah, you guys are going to love what. We're going to give Matt a lot of credit, like I said, because he thought of some of the ideas, but we'll get into that soon. Jamie wrote a list. Hello, everyone. Pretty much. I got to go back a little bit. I missed some of your guys' comments. Gray's O Gauge Railroad. Hey, how's it going? Bought a new Conrail engine. Hey, I'm jealous. I love Conrail too. I'm actually running. It's not on this one. Where's my Conrail car? It's not. I think it's in the box, just sitting down there. It's my scale. One of my scale Conrail box cars from like I think the 80s. It's similar to my Suzy Q, which is back there, but they're great cars. I love Conrail. That blue is it really pops. And I recently caught on to it. I just, hanging out with you guys, a lot of my YouTube friends love Conrail, and they got me into it. And especially Dockman, call him the king of Conrail. So the Conrail czar. Robert finally got around to the derust the old O-gauge Lionel track. Can't wait for it to be ready to be used. It's what I liked most. Sorry, 027 that I'm using might hold me over is the worst. Don't like Fast Track either. Yeah, this stuff, we're using real tracks now, everyone. Once I got it tweaked, and it's still in the tweaking stages, or the finite stages of becoming the track plan. Like I have to go through and actually fix all the little flanges, because real tracks in the early stages of rail tracks was a solid rail. Like I don't have any of it here, but it's a solid rail, solid piece of whatever material they use, the metal. But then later on, they cheapened out. They started doing tubular. So when you line up the tube, sometimes it does like one of these, and your flanges pick up on that dimple and it derails your train. So we might get some derails tonight. We might get some topples or just irregularities, I guess you could call it, phenomenons on the track, because I seriously need to go through and actually fix each one of those with a pair of pliers, because we messed with the track a lot yesterday. Really behind on comments, guys. I'm going to catch up. Yeah, RJ, I just got your text, and unfortunately, yeah, I can't go up there this weekend, but hopefully, I heard they're going to do one in December. That'd be really cool too. Had a blast yesterday helping you with the track. Makes me want to expand already. Yeah, oh man, it was so much fun. Like, I know I'm getting older, but I felt like a much younger kid, if that makes sense. Farmer J, I heard 611 is staying until it's fixed. Yes. Yeah, that was I heard it from rail fans when I was filming there last. They were buzzing about it, and on Trains Magazine, I believe they posted an article of it. Jamie Macon sent me that article. I read through it a little bit, but it seems like they're going to keep it there to do all the shop work that it needs, which makes sense to me. Strasbourg, I think, is the largest steam shop either in the country or the world that deals with live steam, so it makes perfect sense to me. Robert, I missed it. Let me go up a little bit. Rob, now I'll just have to set up my Christmas layout, which I think is going to be permanent because I love trains and Christmas, especially since I'm a post-war junkie. Yeah, same here. I love post-war. Got some post-war trains under the layout table. We might run some post-war stuff later if you guys would like. Post-war stuff looks great on these 054 turns. It looks really good. Love it. Nathan 5 Chime, how's it going? Looking good. You're staying busy. Yeah, I try. Gotta love the blue, Dockman says. Yeah, definitely. It's an MTH SD60 engine. Wow, it's gorgeous. Unfortunately, I can't use it till Christmas. What? Oh man. Love the signs on the wall. Yeah, these are just two of many. That's another reason why I want to move my desk, on an angle so you guys can see all the artwork on the wall and the lights. I can get the lights, do a light show up here for the train shelf. It's all coming together one week at a time. But we got a lot of progress done. Actually, today, not as much as I had hoped for. I was actually looking at some work stuff, and then at the last minute I ran up here. But we did start the stream almost on time, which is a great thing because now I'm not dealing with like tech difficulties as of right now. I had one little difficulty with some of the wiring. I'll show you guys in a second. Let's see. We'll probably go to the toy show. It's a show which features all tow trucks. Oh, a tow show. I'm so sorry. That sounds like fun. Matt, 611 is on my wish list for locomotives to get. A local place has one for around $350. Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was a beautiful engine, and I've got a Williams copy of a 746, which is a J class, same class as a 611. It's just their anniversary or celebration series of Lionel post-war. It runs all right. It's got a little bit of issues here and there, but nothing too serious. Dockman, I love Conrail. Yes, me too. Randall, how's it going? I like the look of rail tracks. Yeah, at first I wasn't too crazy on the rail tracks, but after a while it really gained on me. A couple of channels I watch, like like Country Bunkers Trains uses rail tracks. There's a couple others here and there I've seen use rail tracks, but I know Country Bunker is like the main channel I saw use rail tracks, and he did like a whole video on troubleshooting. I was like, man, this isn't too bad. I'll look into it. And what happened was a gentleman that I've bought many other things from, I reached out to him asking if he had any fast track. And he said, no, I don't have fast track that's used, but I just got a layout worth of stuff from this guy. And he's like $200. You get all the switches and all the track, not all the track you see here, because I ended up buying a lot of these 054 turns. But for $200, I couldn't pass it up. And I was like, I'm going MTH track now. I gave all the tube track to my dad. He's loving it right now. It's going to be so much fun. I got to see whatever he does to it. Guys, I'm really behind on comments. Never had it though. Okay. Lewis, what's going on? Going to the Ironstone, Elizabethtown for Lincoln Funeral Train. Oh, wow. Gray's O Gauge. Here is a link of the picture. I'll have to check it out. Picked up some Kato HO this weekend. Really love the track. Yeah, that track was sweet. I helped Matt. We built his platform, the little 4x6, with an extension because the radius of the track was so big. But I told him, I said, man, after you set up this little extension, you're going to be in good shape because when you get like GG1, 611's got a big turn radius. It won't derail your trains. It'll look really nice. Didn't feel like a kid crawling under the table. Dad Bod Bones yelled at me. Oh, man. I went to the club display yesterday. It was awesome. Yeah, there's a York Rail. I think there's a York Modelers Club up here. I would like to check out one of these days. Jerry, what's up, man? How's it going? Robert, if you have one 2037, that's post-war steam engine now. It's gorgeous, runs great. I got it for my birthday since my 2056 killed itself. What? So say post-war trains don't die. I've never killed a post-war train. I killed a pre-war train, but I fixed it because the wire got crimped between the frame and the shell, and it was a hot lead, and it basically just melted. But I did a short on that almost a year ago now. It's crazy. Henry, what's going on? Randall, they had 4 layouts running, 2 HO, and an N scale, smaller version of the O scale layout used during Christmas display. That's crazy. Gray's O Gauge, I have the Williams 746 too. Yeah, they're cool little engines. And honestly, I wish I could find a Rail Sounds package I could throw in that tender to give it some more funk, like some more sound and muscle, because the Sound Blast whistle, Sound Blast horn, Williams, it's like, no, it's very bad. I'd actually prefer it. This may sound crazy. I'd actually prefer a whistling tender than the crap that they put in those tenders for like the Sound Blast, that same like whistle that they put in every steam engine. Because I've got three Williams steam engines. All of them have the same Sound Blast whistle in it and bell. It sounds like someone hitting a hammer on a piece of like scrap metal. It's great, but I'd honestly prefer, for all the classic Williams stuff, if they just put a whistling tender. That'd be so cool. A throwback, because I have a turbine engine right here. If I can get it really quick, like this. If they threw a whistling tender with this engine, this is a Williams, I would be very happy compared to the whatever they sold with it. It sounds so bad. But I like to get some Rail Sounds and add them in there. Missed a bunch of other comments. Sorry, guys. Brendan's Trains, how's it going? Do you have any great Northern locomotives? I currently do not. My dad's got a RS3, like a 90s RS3 conventional that works really well, but unfortunately I don't have any great Northern locomotives. I think I had a Great Northern caboose, but it might still be at his house. But Great Northern's a cool little railroad. I love that. Slagcat, how's it going? Don't have any problems with rail tracks. Yeah, it seems to be a fun little track system. It looks really cool, and I'm going to do a little bit of ballasting here and there, just some, like to cover up lock-on space. Well, you guys can't see it because the mic stand. There's like a lock-on space right here. Put some ballast on the sides, I don't want to go as crazy as I did with that tube track. I went through probably like 20 pounds of ballast, and it's all over the floor up here. And once construction's done and all the scenery sprinkling and gluing, I'm going to vacuum this all up and start rearranging the room to its appropriate configuration. There we go. It's like, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a journey. Henry, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great night. Lewis, I've been doing good. Was at Gettysburg. Wow. Yeah, I got to get up there. It's perfect time of year. It's nice and cool. July is not the best time to go to Gettysburg, and that's when I went last time. And they actually did like a reenactment tour, or not like a reenactment, but they did like a timetables tour. Like they took you on a bus. It was really hot, and it was like, this is the weekend that they fought, and here's everything that happened. It was pretty cool. I did that back in middle school, or actually no, sorry, high school. But that was a long time ago. Missed them. Florida Railroader. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I just saw that too. So many congrats on the 700. Thank you all. If I missed any comments, I'm really sorry. Just retype them in at the bottom because the computer's freaking out, but it's all good. I think so far so good. Just got my new favorite model train yesterday. What did you get? That's at Brendan's Trains. What did you end up getting? I saw some beautiful locomotives from the CNO and HO. That was a CNO's got some great locomotives. Like the 490. I'd love to get the 490 in O gauge, either in Rail King or the Lionel production run, but they are really cool. Well, actually, there's only one 490, so it is a cool locomotive, and it's the last surviving streamlined Hudson ever here on Earth. So it's pretty crazy. Lewis, thank you so much. Got to run nice long auto track train behind my. Oh God. Shot the train with. Oh God, it looks like it's coming right at you. That sounds awesome. Yeah, Randall, stay safe out there, man. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Gray's O gauge. What transformer do you use on the layout? So right now I'm using I think it's a 180 watt, 8 amp max transformer hooked up to my Cab 1 remote, which is on the table. That's for the mainline track. And that's until I can get like a legacy base. I'm going to be using the Cab 1 remote hooked up to a TPC unit, which is, I think it's a TPC 300, and it works great. It works really nice. But my conventional transformers, I'll either use the MRC Pure Dual Power, which is sitting on my bench. I'll show you guys real quick. That's actually a cool angle right there. It's not too bad. Here, I'll make sure. There it is, right there. It's my MRC Pure Power. So you get 2 tracks with this. You get 1 track, and then 2 tracks over here. And then in the center, you get 14 volt out for your accessories, which is great for running lights, because a lot of Lionel accessories run at 14 volts, not 18, because you'll burn the bulbs out. And especially with the newer, cheaper Lionel accessories, they'll say 18 volts, but they burn out really fast, which I found out with my water tower, which is behind me. Oh, there's the station. Gave that one away. So yeah, that's all wired up. We'll get into that in a few. But yeah, guys, so that's the transfer I've been using. It's been a lot of fun. We go through Slacklad. Oh, he responded to Matt. Whoops. Let's see. Missed a couple comments. Still coming down. Robert, my 2056 field coil. Ooh, you might be able to. You can probably get a new one of those like pretty easily. But yeah, it is a pain. Once those coils go up, you have to like almost drill out the side of the engine or drill out the motor and then pop it out. It's such a pain. Sometimes it's easier just to find a new motor housing, hold on to the armature or pop the armature out and go from there. But I've done that before using a drill press, drilling out each of the rivets, the pop rivets, and you pop off the face of the motor, and then you can get to your coil, your armature. It's such a pain because Lionel would make them as like a pancake. So they put everything in a pancake format or a press, and they press it, and everything just stays together. It's not intended to break, but when it does break, it's such a pain. And it's usually easier just to get a new motor, a new wheel assembly, than taking everything apart. But that can be very expensive. So yeah, I hopefully, I'm hoping you can get that fixed. It's a nice little engine. David, what's up? DB Tech. Hey, I got your trackside building somewhere up on the platform. Here's the roof of the one. I got to glue it still, but I'll put that with the other ones. They're all right here. Yeah, guys, David, if you didn't see the video, David made a bunch of these little houses for me. Look, they look like trackside buildings. I don't want to call them an outhouse, but you could technically make them into like outhouses. But I really like these. They're perfect for like a trackside building. And I'm going to paint one. Well, I'm going to paint them all to be like different railroads. Maybe like a Reading, like so yellow and red or yellow and green. Make one Pensy colors, maybe Tusk. They're really nice models. Oh, buffering. Matt said, "Oh, go to Gettysburg whenever. That'd be awesome." Antietam, yeah, Antietam's pretty spooky. I've always wanted to check out Antietam again especially after they rebuilt Burnside's Bridge about, oh wow, like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm an HO guy. That's what my dad built when I was a kid. Absolutely love HO. Yeah, HO's fun. I ran a bunch of DC stuff at one time. It was like N scale, a little bit of HO. I ended up giving all my cars and stuff to RJ 78 Productions, but yeah, I've got mostly O gauge now, O scale, O gauge, some scale, not too much, you know. We go down the list. I'm almost caught up with comments. This is crazy. Um, oh God, behind one of those buses that they do. Yeah, it was like a private tour. It wasn't like their company buses. The guy actually came on our tour bus and they drove around the battlefield. It was pretty cool. Brandon's trains. Oh, I missed it. Great Northern's S2 class 484, number 2581, with Protosound 3. What? And 5 MTH Premier Great Northern Empire Builder passenger cars. Oh, you're going to have fun. That's awesome. Yeah, man, have fun with that. Brian Rock, congrats on over 700 subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're climbing up. It's awesome. We're chugging along, keeping this boat afloat. I've seen that like carpetbagger will do. He's like keeping the boat afloat. Oh man. Looks like a car battery. These guys, it's not a car battery. Nah, it's a little like trackside shed. They're all great. It's from the 3D printer, and I like the corrugated roof too. It's kind of hard to see the detail because the lighting, but I really like those. They're really cool. All right. I think. Oh, Pat. One tip about Legacy: you will have Cab 1 and Cab 2 built into the same system. The Legacy system is the improved version of TMCC. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I can't wait to get into that stuff. It's gonna be a while because it's expensive and all that, but we'll get there eventually. Use an MTH Z4000. That is probably like that's the king of modern conventional transformers. The only reason I say modern is because I love the ZWs. I've got a ZW 275 watt. That thing could power, this whole layout if I really wanted to. But the MTH 4000s are better than, I would say they're better than the Pure Power because they have a digital readout compared to the gauges on here. But the gauges on here are very useful. You can figure out how much amperage you're drawing, and if you have a short, you can see it on there. It's very useful to have gauges on your transformer. And also, this has 3 circuit breakers for each track. There's a single circuit breaker, and then the accessory line has a circuit breaker as well, which is very helpful. So your accessories don't fry on you. And that's back on the yeah, it's right under the power plug. It's so you have 3 circuit breakers on here that are basically they when they trip, these little buttons pop up, and it does not re-engage the power until you push the buttons down, which I like a lot because it could still be shorted out. You turn the power off, and then you hear a click. It goes back to applying power. Then you turn the transformer up again. You might forget that there's a short. So one of my locomotives and hits where they set. Oh, missed a bunch of them. Default addresses. Oh, the default on the okay. Couldn't get his running either, so I said, let me try something. I entered the consist address, and his locomotive took off. Yeah, there you go. Florida Railroad Dog. I have DCS with a cab 1 attached, and I'm upgrading my conventionals to TMCC now. Yeah, it's kind of expensive to do. You could use Electric Railroad. You can get the Cruise Commanders in there, throw them in there. You can put them in anything. I could honestly, even my little work truck that I have, I could turn that into TMCC if I really wanted to. Been a lot of fun. One of those with the open door printed with the roof separate. Oh, so that explains why the doors. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Harper's Ferry and Antietam, they're really cool places. My Atlas O C&J caboose just came in. Oh man, yeah, I've got. That's not Atlas. That's actually is that Atlas? I don't know what. I think it's Oh, why can't I think of the maker of that? It's not Walthers. It's who made this? Huh. That's so funny. Like this. Forgot who makes these passenger cars. Um, oh geez, I forgot who makes them, but it's not Walthers. But the crazy thing is that it says a different name on the box. It's Weaver. There you go. So guys, this is a Weaver passenger car, but on the bottom of the car, it was in Weaver packaging. It says MTH. So can anyone answer that for me? Like why they would do something like that? Because this is yeah, and it's wired like MTH too. It says MTH electronic trains underneath or electric trains, and it came into a Weaver box when I bought it. Thought that was interesting, but I catch up on more comments. Here we go. Can't wait for the. Sorry, someone. Can't wait for the Monday Runday on Monday of week till Christmas. Finally, I can start getting Christmas cards. Oh, yeah. And I saw they made a bunch of Christmas cards for Christmas Vacation, also A Christmas Story, and I think Nightmare Before Christmas might have some cards out because it's the Disney IP, or how that stuff works. But I think it's because it's Touchstone Pictures. Disney acquired, or Touchstone is like a Disney entity, but they acquired all those licensing through Lionel. Love the look of the new ZW, but those things are expensive. I think I've seen a couple of those. It's been a while since I've seen those ZWs, but it's not like the single handle, the 80 watts. Those are we talked about that last week. Those 80 watts, don't buy them. They're complete junk. But the dual handles, yeah, I have seen them. They're very expensive. Mine are very old. What's your favorite locomotive on display? Um, Either my B&O Hudson that's on the shelf to my left or my B&O E7s. They're gorgeous. They're you know, they're on the shelf, but also my 252 is like the oldest engine I own, and that's actually in my living room on the shelf. And that's a Lionel 252 pre-war from I think 1920 23 to 28, somewhere in there, but I think it's the earlier one, so it's a 23. They kind of beefed them up later on. So I, you know, mine is the AC 44 CW. Oh wow. I use an MTH 4000 and it is good power, or it has good power. Yeah, those are great transformers and they're very expensive still. They hold a lot of value, and because people, look for them and everything, they're getting harder and harder to find. And I've seen them go for upwards of like $600 on Amazon, or not Amazon, eBay, and train shops too, with the packaging and everything. I got my Scale Trains kit, classic gondolas, the other day. It's going to be one heck of a review since I ordered 8 of them. Oh no, that's cool. You can do like a little gondola drag there. MTH probably built the car and Weaver maybe sold it. That makes sense in a way, I guess, because I know Knoebels had a Weaver contract for a while for their specialty cars, and then they picked up a Lionel contract. So there's Lionel 027 cars, and then there's also Weaver cars. Interesting how they did that. Partnership, maybe, who knows? Yeah, that's true. I think the Weaver tool or tooling was purchased by Atlas. There may have been a split deal between Atlas and MTH. Yeah, it came in a Weaver box. I don't know if I have the box anymore. I'm not much of a box person for modern stuff, but I swear it was a Weaver box. It was like the gold lining, and it had like a comment on it, said like it's a Weaver. I thought that was kind of cool. Very like old school. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. I think JD for getting me into MTH over Lionel. Yeah, his channel's pretty cool. I watched some of his stuff. I know a lot of JD stuff is scale for the most part, but it's still good to like step over and see what other channels are doing. But yeah, he's got a great layout set up down I think it's in his basement now of his house. But it's been pretty cool watching that being built and everything. Radar, happy Monday as well. Thank you so much. My friend Raymond, the only has the KCS engine. One of my videos has the ZWL transformer, and it's massive. Wow, I've never heard of one of those before. Even the old ZWs are going for crazy money. Yeah, I got mine, like my old 50s, I think for $100. And I saw some of the Train Master controllers at a show this past weekend, not this one, but the following weekend. They were going for like $150. And apparently on the back of those, you have different accessory ports. There's a 14 volt. I think it was either 14, 16, and 18 volt out for accessories. Or I think you could set one track max 18 volts. So you have 14, 16, 18, and one train. I thought that was really cool. I thought about picking one of those up so I have an accessory out for my lights, because some of the lights I'm going to show you guys need to run at like 12 to 14 volts at most. Matt's me back in a little bit. Adam, I'll eventually get my train set up once the craziness of the move. Yeah, I totally understand that. Story of how I got my ZW or Z4000 about a month ago. My local train store had someone bring in their old gauge stuff. He happened to have a Z4000. The owner sold it to me for $250. Wow, that's a great price. If everything works on it, even without the box, that's a great piece. That's one heck of a find. Same with this track. I probably have almost $1,000 just in switches from the bundle. I still have about 10 switches that I haven't used, and this layout has, I think Matt and I counted, this layout has 8 switches right now. What's it? 2 mainline switches, And then everything else is like for sidings or little pull off areas on the layout and the yard. I have a mini yard over here. I'll give you guys the tour in just a few minutes here. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Water bottles all the way up here. These are great. This bottle, it doesn't spill or anything like that. So I like using this up in the shop because if it drops or anything, it's most likely not going to make a mess everywhere. Great. You just squeeze them. It's really cool. Little side note there. Randall, I ordered all three BN and CB and Q road numbers, and each one in C and NW and NW schemes. Wow. Gotta get ready for work soon. Have a great night. Hey, Lewis, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a safe night at work. Hope Scale Trains does the KCNS XBNSF-9. That'd be really cool to see. A lot of cool color schemes right there. Both of them have great color schemes. Can't wait to see your layout. Yeah, Adam, whenever you get that together, you got to film it for us to see. It'd be really cool. So I'm going to give you guys a layout tour. Read through most of the comments. If I missed anything, if you guys would like to retype it, I apologize so much for that because they were just flying and I'm on a little screen, but everything's working all right for now, knock on wood. But yeah, everything's working great. So I think it's time to give you guys the tour of the new platform and the track plan. This took about 2 hours or so to finalize and add everything together, place everything where I thought they looked great. And Matt's very creative as well. Matt PG. I was confused. He switched channel names, so it was Matt MPG. But yeah, Matt is a very creative person as well, and I thought it would be a great idea to let him have free reign. I would say what I actually was like, hey, what works here? I like to add another siding. Where do you think that would look good at? And he was like, here, try here, let's try here. And it was it was a lot of fun. It was very productive because both our minds were like cooking on there, and it was very helpful to have two people's opinions. And plus, there he is. He's back. Plus, it's good to have just like I said, a second opinion on the track plan. So right now, we added one switch, two switches, three switches while he was over. And yeah, we added 3 switches. So now it's all 8 switches. It's going to be really cool. Getting tired. Not allowed to be tired. No, I'm just kidding. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to show you guys I'm going to raise the camera up and give you guys a full tour of the new layout plan. Gotta fix the camera. And guys, this is going to be the layout. This is it. Now we're going to add more layers going up, of course. The sky is the limit. But it's going to be different than the old layout. As you guys remember, the old layout had 2 tier or a second tier going up right where the Lionel sign is back there. Now, I had lots of problems with those switches up high, but what I'm going to do is possibly put an 072 loop in here on top of the other side, which you guys will see. So we're going to go right to left of the layout plan. Let's go. There we go. So this is the south yard. And what we're going to do here is put some of my industrial buildings, such as my icing station. I've got a couple other station buildings, like a freight station building that can go in there as well. I have another couple of other industrial buildings in there, like an engine shed. And that's all going to go in that area there. Now, all that stuff is in my containers. Where's my engine? I think, yeah, the engine shed's there too. The water tower might stay here. Not exactly sure. I might move it back a little bit so it's not as distracting or up close. but I kind of like the position of the water tower. Uh, it's going to be really cool to see what happens with that. So we're going to go south to north. All right, so let's move up a little bit. So there's the yard, and then we're going to go off to the station. We're going to follow the track to the station. Now, right there is the Grand Station. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it Midtown Station, because it's literally in the center of the town. And behind it is actually my freight shed, which is a huge model as well. But I loved it, incorporated into the layout. It had to be here. I love where it sits right now. And this is one of the things Matt helped me with that siding coming off the main line to the freight shed. And the line ends directly behind the passenger station. That halfway up looks really cool. So we have, point you guys down a little bit. So here's our platform. I've got all the lights set up for the platform, and they're not finite, but I just wired those up. And I think we're going to put the one of my freight platforms either in between the lights or behind them, or put in scenery in between, like billboards and stuff like that. I love billboards. I've got a bunch of old 1950s advertising boards that were back in the day. You'd have a magazine, and the back page would be like a bunch of cardboard signs, and it would say, use these for your billboards. So you buy more subscriptions, things like that, so kids could collect billboards. Got a couple of those that are really cool. I'll put those in between the lights, maybe put some fencing between. But I also wanted to put in a siding right here for the passenger station to store maybe a passenger car or maybe an engine or something like that. Maybe in time I'll get like a water tower or something like that, put it behind there. So we'll have to see. Love the track plan. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the base level plan. And then Matt wrote, oh, love the lights. Yeah, these lights are so cool. They're I think they're from the 50s. They're from Marx, Marx toys. They made trains as well, but they're original Marx lamps that I love the teardrop style of them. They're really cool. So we're going to go further north. So we're going to go up this track here, and we're going to come back to the other side of the platform. Whoops, sorry. Got to angle you guys down a little bit. Okay. So we're going to follow this outer loop here. And this loop is going to incorporate the town. And I built, I recommended putting a siding here because where these cars are in front of me, I'll show you guys this. This is going to be a great spot to film reviews and things like that. And this little spur coming out here will be for, like I said, reviews or just storing cars, adding a little bit more excitement to the layout, maybe putting, some models in between, something like that. We'll have to see what happens, but this is kind of just a little siding to store stuff and film trains for reviews. I like the angle. This is an 054 turn. I really like the angle on there, so we can, get better angles while filming, put up more lighting, things like that. But yeah, we're going to follow this outer loop to the back of the layout where the flag is, where the American flag's at. That's all going to be part of the town. And we're going to go back this way. Now, here's the kicker. So here's the interesting thing. So if we go all the way back to underneath the Lionel sign, where that track loops, it comes out and then goes back in like that. Wish I could zoom in. That's going to be a mountain from basically right here, following the back wall around that. And that's going to be similar to a rock cut, similar to Jim Thorpe, where I filmed. It's going to have like a little rock cut mountain there. And I also would like to put in a tunnel either on this side where the yard's at, starting right about here, and then have it end where the rock cut is to kind of give it some depth. Because I love tunnels. I have portholes for tunnels here. I just didn't use them on the last layout because of just poor poor bench work. There we go. So that's going to be a rock cut for sure in the back, and then on top of the rock cut, I'm going to put my Lionel, my light tower or my beacon tower on top of there, right? And it should be centered right up on the Lionel sign. So it should, you'll see the beacon on the whole town. Be really cool to see that. Are you going to do the Strasbourg style as if possible? I really wish I could. For the station, I believe he's talking about the station, and I really wish I could, but the problem is right here. Um, all the turns in the layout have to be 054, except the siding here. That's 031, where the switch here is 031, but I need to basically gap that out down there to accept that. I mean, I could technically do a passing track, but those turns in the station are 054, so like down way down that way. Oh God, Railfan Roger. I guess the rumor is true about 611. Yes, it is. Love the cool. All right, those lights are cool. Or no, wait, sorry, those are cool lights. The whole setup looks great. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, sorry, my little bit of dyslexia cutting in there on my part. So I've got some cool town buildings that I bought this weekend. So I had which ones were the ones that I bought? I think the one in front of me, right there. Here, I'll show you guys. And I love these buildings. They're all Rail King buildings that are so detailed. I just have to wire them up and place them in the proper locations. So I'll show you guys this. I'll show you guys one of them. They're pretty much the same. The other store is a hardware store, and it's about the same. Here we go. I'm all the way down here. So yeah, check out this. Whoa. All right, check out this building. This is all Rail King, and this thing is gorgeous. I mean, look at the artwork on there, and it's got like a little diorama in there, so you can see people buying pharmaceuticals or medicines, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. I think the people in there are kind of dressed like the 70s, which is kind of funny. It's very like 70s looking in there. Brainstorming as we speak. Yeah. Yeah, this is a beautiful building. I love this thing. I love the architecture on it. And it's a corner store. It's literally on a corner, which is funny because I have a Lionel toy store that it's called like Kitty City Toys, which I think sounds really creepy. But apparently it was like a toy store that went out of business. But I like to switch it to like Nick's Crossing Train Shop or Nick's Crossing Studio. So yeah. Yeah, actually I bought these from Matt this weekend. Yeah, these are great. I love the look of these. These are gorgeous. I mean, yeah, it totally fits the vibe of the town. Kind of like turn of the century vibes. I don't know what to do with this thing. I guess I'll put it over there. I'll do that. Sitting over there. So yeah, guys, that's the creepy. Yeah, that Kitty City Toys just does not sound. It just no, just does not ring give me good vibes. I guess. Lionel used to own Kitty City back in the 70s. What? Oh, geez. Matt hooked you up good. Yeah, I bought the station, as well, and then 2 buildings this weekend. They're great pieces. They're all pre-wired, so all I have to do is hook up to them in my parallel wiring system. Okay, let's see what you and Matt come up with next. Oh, geez. Yeah, Matt's layout. I gave him a bunch of models yesterday. They're all like city buildings too, just kind of similar to these, but more so like a row building, like a set of 5 row buildings that are really cool. Yeah, yeah, I did see. Uh, so I had to yawn for a second. I did see Woodland Scenic sells like a bunch of really cool buildings, but it's kind of be funny because I really want a Taco Bell on my layout. I know it doesn't fit like the age I'm going with. I need to make a second channel dedicated to HO. It might be a good idea. Let me lower you guys down. Do cranking you guys down. The old tripod, old Radio Shack. Actually, I think this tripod's from Ritz camera. If you guys remember the Ritz camera, that used to be like everywhere when people had to get film developed and videos developed. I remember those days. It's a lot of fun. I have 3 MTH buildings. Yeah, me too, actually. Wait, do I have more? I've got the station, these 2 buildings, and oh, you know what? I have a freight shed too, and it's an activated shed, so the freight load swings down. Um, I might put that in my station now. Make one side for freight, one side for passenger, because the freight shed behind the station is kind of hidden. But if I put that maybe between the lights, we'll have to see how that looks. But I really wanted to get these lights set up for the station. And look at this station; it's gorgeous. I love that, the lights and everything. Hey guys, I'll actually turn the lights down so you can see it a little bit better. Do do do. There we go. Look at that. It looks so nice. I love this station. It actually fits really well because it's the entire 3 foot section of pretty much straight track in there. It just fits so well. HO does have a bigger selection of buildings. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of O gauge guys will actually kit bash some of these buildings and build dioramas or just false like backdrop buildings. It's kind of like a false building, but they'll put them up against the wall to make it look like the town or city continues on. Any wall space for flat buildings. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. Yep, flat buildings, dioramas. Even there's some like wood cutouts people make for buildings and stuff like that. So, but guys, we've been live for about an hour, so let's run this MTH engine on some MTH tracks. See what she does. Here we go. She's right here. It's a little dark, but I think once we get her lit up, she should come to life. Let's see what happens. Got my trusty Cab One remote. Oops. Helps to turn on the transformer. All right, let's see what happens. Track 1. I have to wait for the battery to charge up a little bit. I plan on using the same station on my layout. Awesome. Yeah, this station is really cool. Whoa. That would have been really bad because the switch was flipped. That actually freaked me out a lot. You guys almost saw the engine seriously like go through this switch. Wow. All right, that was pretty terrifying. Nice catch. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Let me hold on to her just in case she wants to fly again. It's not wanting to go. All right, I'm gonna have to get some other engine up here because this engine is like not wanting to move again. That's great. Yeah, I can feel my heart rate going down. That was pretty fierce. Oh man. Yeah, she's interesting locomotive. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to fix this. Didn't mean to mute everything. So make sure it wasn't gonna like keep on dinging at me. So yeah, that was terrifying. Let me switch that the correct way. Let me try one more time. For some reason it's not wanting to move. Go, go, go. It's just beeping at me. So that's lovely. Yeah, I wonder why it's doing that. I'm not exactly sure what's up with her. There we go. Maybe she had to charge up. I'm not exactly sure. There we go. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe she had to charge up. Oh, she's leaving some of her cars behind. Whoops. See if I can do this. All right. I'm going to see what happens with this. So what happened was I set the max speed on all my engines on DCS remote before I run them. I learned the hard way. Oh, jeez. So I forgot to reconnect the passenger car to the consist. So I'm going to run it first. Oh, wow. And that just disconnected. There we go. Yeah, I was just trying to see what's going on with these this car. I just bought this car and it looks like the coupler's already kind of goofy on it. We'll have to see what happens.
Being 112, are you allowed
All
to be yard over?
right. Good old Susie Q car.
Being 112, are you allowed to be yard over?
All right, I'm just going to connect. All right.
112, are you allowed to be yard over?
Put my antenna up. All right, so I'll show you guys the other side of the yard. Shoo. Or the layout, I mean. Exactly. Florida Railroad. Exactly. I was like, everything was perfect, I promise. Yeah, it's like this track runs really smooth when it does like to run, but it's just so much funny. Like, it's so funny how that works. I'm just assuming it had to pretty much like charge up because it's got the little battery in there. Whoops. Let me turn. There we go. Smooth sailing. Look at that. And the Pennsylvania caboose is supposed to have smoke. Yeah, it looks like snow. Let's see. This car is supposed to be smoking right now. I don't see any smoke, so I guess I'll take the. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for stopping by. Had a great time yesterday. Thank you so much for helping with this layout. When in doubt, I'll just bring another MTH card for the rescue. There we go. Ta-da. I have a Williams locomotive now. Also, what did you get? What locomotive's that? All right, turn our power down. SD90 Santa Fe. Oh, that's pretty cool. What's the radio? This thing? That's my remote. That's my transformer. Oh. So apparently the engine wanted to. My engine wanted to side these cars. Check this out. I didn't even notice it. She just sided these cars. So it's funny how that works, right? I guess I forgot to flip the switch back. Oh, the dispatcher sounds. That's all pre-programmed in the engine itself. I'm gonna detach these and put them in the little siding there. Make sure this is turned way down. Oh, now it's doing it again. Let's see. I'm gonna take this guy. Whoops. Here we go. Here, I'll actually put this up on the wall. I'll grab something post-war for you guys. Yes, it is a Protosound 1 engine. It's just giving me a lot of problems right now. Here, we'll get. All right, it's not post-war, but it might as well be. Here you go. Let's see what happens with this. Cool. There we go. This can't fail now. Did you change the BCR battery? I did. When I bought it, I got a brand new battery for it, and I guess it's just acting up on me. So we'll have to see. Let's see what happens with this engine. Whoops. Got to do the horn. There we go. So the GG1 can't fail. Here, I'll turn the lights on a little bit more. Making sure it's going the right way. Oh, turn that bell off. Yeah, there we go. Got some horn action. Here, we'll switch it to go into the station. Yeah, that's a passenger engine. Yes, it is. It's the queen of passenger engines or locomotives. I can't call it an engine. Let's see. Put the bell on. Here we go. Oh, need some more power. There we go. That's a sight to see right there. Look at that. Yeah. There we go. Let me get those lights on so you guys can see this. It's pretty cool. That's the way we do it in Pennsylvania, or at least the way we used to. When in doubt, GG1. There you go. I guess we could do this. Oh, you guys know what? On the old layout, I couldn't do this. Watch this. Let me stop it right here. So I had the signal bridge that was too low because I buried it in the foam. Now I can do this. Yeah, I haven't had these up in years, like these catenary or pantographs. So now they're up. There we go. I wonder if it'll take anything out. Let's see what she does. That looks so weird with those up. She shorted out back there. Probably from like the track gap. So she's had a night. She said no more. Oh man, that's ridiculous. Let's see. All right, we'll put her back on the shelf. It's so funny how that works. Oh man. All right, guys. When in doubt, post-war never fails. This is my Boston and Maine GP9. She should run like a charm on this railroad. Actual post-war this time, I promise. Let me move the camera in a little bit more. So yeah, this is the engine I've restored. I actually did a review on this engine a while back. She had a lot of issues with her. I got her working. It sounds and works fantastically well. Love it. Let's see. She does have a little bit of a buzz to her. Once she gets rolling, I mean, she... oh. I'm going to have to push this passenger car. Let's see. I'm actually using the monitor on the screen. Oh, let's see if she can do it. I really don't want it to like fall off the platform. There we go. Did it do it? Nice. Here, I'll let her tow around the Knoebels car. Why not? Boston and Maine, welcome to Pennsylvania. Let me actually turn that off for a second. We'll hook up the I like this caboose a lot. It's on my siding. Wow, it's hot because the light's been cooking in there. But this is the girls train caboose from K-Line. And why not? I'll hook her up to it, see what she does. It's kind of like the same color as the Boston and Maine. It's like that baby blue. So see what happens. There we go. I think we're good to roll. I was working on some more train shelves this weekend, and I hope to post a video soon. Awesome. Yeah, I just train shelves. It's so crazy. Like when you guys stack up your trains, like the shelf I have, that thing's got to support so much weight. Even for like smaller scale, trains get pretty heavy very fast. Funny how that works. White Wall Wheels, how's it going? So I'm going to try to get this guy going around a couple times. There we go. We're going to have to do some speed runs here. And with this layout, I can actually turn the train around by flipping this switch here. And I haven't gotten to wiring up the switches yet. They will be all wired up soon. Let's see. There we go. So you guys will then see it on this track going this way. There we go. And then the switch direction, all I have to do is flip this guy. There we go. It's kind of goofy. I have to actually wait for the train to go all the way back. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I have to wait for it to go all the way back to that switch. Back there. And now it's good for running the other direction. I know it's kind of goofy, but it's a way to turn your train around once or twice, whatever you feel like doing. Whoops. There we go. And now our trains turn back around. So it's kind of goofy how to do that, but it works really well because I don't have a double turnaround loop in here. Oh, whoops. Scared me. There we go. And this layout takes forever for the train to go around once. I love it. It makes it look like the engine's going somewhere. Radar, not yet. I've got some tweaking to do first, and then I'm going to start. Like some sections, like over here, is screwed down, and then up in the yard, but I still have to like finalize it and screw it down. Knoebels does have a train set, but it's like a lower. It's like a lower Lionel set. That's not too impressive, but there we go. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. See, a Lionel has it's a 442 starter set engine. I have one. It's a New York Central, but in all honesty, like the cars, the cars are way better than the engine itself. Like I get it says Knoebels on it, but it's kind of cheap, and the whole set is very expensive. It's like $400, $500 for the set, but I don't have it here, but it's very similar to excuse me, like a New York Flyer or a Pennsylvania Flyer set from like 2004, 2005, but it's not like the newer style Lionel starters. But honestly, I just like their cars. I wish I could get the engine, but it's not for me. But they also sell the station platform that's very similar to this. It's just like this, but it's for the Pioneer train. This is my Lionel platform. It's lighted, and they have theirs as well. But it's pretty cool, and I might put this platform on the upper layer, kind of like a subway station. But I could put it with this platform. It's just a little too much going on. Here, I'll put that over there. Let's see. Oh, what do you mean by train shelf? I'm not sure what he meant by that. I guess let's see if he oh, already you have a video on the shelves you posted. Okay. Yes, that'd be a good idea to screw down the track. Yes, it will happen. I just have to like I said, finalize all the track positioning, and once it's good, like this section here is screwed down. That's not going anywhere, but like the yard, I wanted to make sure these switches were reliable because I have so many switches I could kind of pick and choose like the best of the bushel, so to say. So what I decided to do was kind of like give this a test run. There's actually a switch I need to take out. I bought a new one because this track bundle only came with a certain amount of 054 switches, and the one right hand one that's actually down there, it's very important that that's reliable, and it's got a little bit of an issue with the center pin or the center rod that actually holds the rails in place. It's broken, so it's been holding up for now, but I want to change it out. I bought a new one, and I'll use the old one as a spare, or maybe as like a siding that's not used as often. It's been giving me some problems, but not a whole lot. But it's definitely going to get taken out. I just have to find a way to get back there to change that mainline switch out. But yeah, everything will be mounted to the platform. I promise. It's not, like this stuff over here. It's not mounted in yet, but yeah, I'll just have to go through and figure out where it is mounted. Nick, what thickness is the the foam? This is I think it's 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch foam I got from Home Depot. It comes in packs of 6. It's very expensive because the price of all the materials have gone up. Let's see if I have I've got a measuring tape in this box, or got a square, old antique square right here. Let's see the thickness of it. I think it's 3/4 inch, but I'll measure it for you. Let's see. Yeah, it's three quarter inch foam, and it comes in packs of 6. But I like using it as an underlayment. It's less expensive than the full pink stuff, but the pink stuff's better. Most like it's stiffer, but this stuff's very easy to work with, and it's very light. It keeps the noise down, as you guys could hear that there really isn't a lot of track noise up here, and it's hollow, hollow plastic track under here. But I think also having the solid rail compared to the tubular rail as like fast track, it helps out as well. Had a problem with the new 054 switch in MTH, or is that the real track stuff? Before you screw down your track, take an old bar of dry soap and rub the screw across it before you screw it down. It will go in like a hot knife. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't have problems with that because that's a great suggestion. Thank you so much. Because this is only 1/8 inch plywood underneath a skeleton system. This goes through very, very fast. Like, yeah, it's almost instant. And then I use number two drywall screws to really hold everything down. But once these screws go, I mean, they hold very well. But that is a great idea. I used to do that in like using hand tools and stuff like that. It's a great idea. Using 1 inch and had to use the 2 3/4. Oh, okay. Yeah, real tracks. Whoa. Yeah, I'll have to scope out the switch. The new switch is in a box underneath the platform. Literally, the box it came in is right here. I just bought it like 2 days ago. I just fell on the floor. Yeah, I'll have to see how it works. Like the older switches, like I said, these older switches are solid rail, not tube rail. Like this turn right here is tubular, then it goes to solid rail, and the solid rail is so much better. I guess they cheaped out on the quality, but I think it also connects up to. Someone told me that it connects easier to tube track because MTH did also make some tube track for a while. It's pretty cool. Are you going to Kutztown next Saturday? Unfortunately, not. I'm going to be up at Knoebels for Hollow Fun. Nikki's off of work, so we're going to go up there and explore, ride some rides, eat some great food, have a great old, Halloween, have a spooky time, as they would say. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another drink of water. Whoops. Shoo. The center slide broke free from the right. That's exactly the part that broke on that switch when I tried calibrating it because it wasn't pulling all the way over. So I looked at the solenoid, which is located in the light base. I was like, man, everything's fine. But it crapped out on me. It was not fun at all. I was just really upset. I was like, man, really? Like this thing just broke on me. But it is what it is. I'm going to run some more stuff. I'm going to try to find I need a tender. I need like a tender to run some of my other post-war steam engines. See if this bring the Jeep back. Cool. Does anyone know how to make the Cab One remote dial more responsive? Because I feel like it takes like forever just to get for the speed controller. Is there any way to speed up the sensitivity of this wheel? if there's like a function or something like that. Be great if any of you guys know. I'm gonna switch out the engine. I'm gonna grab a tender really quick so we can run some post-war stuff. I'll get the Rail Sounds tender hooked up so we can get some nice whistle and bell sounds. And it's almost 10 o'clock, so we got like a half hour or so before I got to end the stream. Tomorrow I have an early day of work, but we're gonna run some steam engines up here. I can get some older engines. I can run my Williams turbine that's sitting under here. That's been a great runner on this track. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna put this on the shelf, grab something new, make some noise up here. Let's see, what can we run? All right. Guys, just for fun, I got the Rail Sounds tender. It's a New York Central system with a Commodore Vanderbilt steam engine. This is pre-war. I know it's pre-war, but let's see how well she does on these switches and stuff. It's a nice little engine. I love this thing. Ooh, look at that. Just like really smooth over the switch. But yeah, Commodore Vanderbilt with a steam sounds or Rail Sounds tender. I guess it's steam sounds. There we go. We'll give her this passenger car. I think she could pull this. Oh, yeah. Now, this engine does not have a reverser unit, so you get forward, neutral, or reverse by the little tab in the back. So let's see what she's set in. It should be set in forward because I love using this engine under the Christmas tree. Oh. There she goes. That looks so cool. Let's see. Yeah, you can see her go around the turn. Uh-oh. Yeah, look at her go. Yeah, this is it's a Lionel Commodore, but yeah, Mark's is really cool. Those lampposts, I'm using the antenna as a poker. Those lampposts are all Mark's. Let me see what's up with this because it's doing the. For some reason, it's doing the bell or the whistle, but the polarity's correct. Let's see. This is like the best sounding whistle I've heard in a while. So let's see if it's going to work with. That is a great sounding whistle. I need to find a Steam Sounds tender in Pennsylvania because this is my New York Central. Well, it's a New York Central, but It sounds awesome. I love it. But let me find an engine for it. The Vanderbilt's not working with the rail sounds, so I would use a 2026. Oh, that looks really nice. Or actually, I'll turn off the lights a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's go to summertime or golden white. Oof, there we go. Wow, that's bright. So yeah, here is the 2026. Bring you guys closer in. Whoops. There we go. So I got the 2026 right here. And it's hooked up to the rail sounds tender. We'll see what happens now. All right, got the remote set. Let me put some more smoke fluid in there. I forgot that too. Yeah, the daylight setting. All right, I got cinnamon toast, cinnamon roll going in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's see what happens with 7 drops. Always got to blow on it to get started. All right, I think she's ready to roll. There we go. Guys, that sounds awesome. And lots of smoke. Yeah, that's cinnamon roll. Yeah, the coffee does smell great too. Got like a post-war engine to crawl. And I love the I think the or was it the TP or oh man, I forgot what it's called. The control unit, the TPC enables you to like push the whistle and the engine doesn't speed up. Hey, Florida Rail fan or Railroad Dog, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Let's hear some of this crew talk that this tender actually has. Sweet, we're clear. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Hey, Sparky, what's up? Couple of bumpers. Never. Whoops. There we go. We'll get him to back up in the station. There we go. Nice. Didn't see T4. Where is T4? That's a good question. I know he's alive. He commented on one of the videos I posted today, I believe. What made you want to do a new layout? I don't know exactly. Thank you so much. Yeah, this station is this is awesome. It's actually old Marks lamps, and this is all MTH buildings in there, except the building behind it is actually on a separate spur. It's a separate building and everything. So let's see if I can get this engine to. Oh, I lost power for a second. Darn post-war. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to build a larger layout to run bigger stuff. Because I got this whole other section over here. Here, I can actually turn the train around with this layout. What I'll do is actually switch this right here. I also want to play around with some like operations and stuff rather than just running like let's see. When I was running the 3 trains at the same time, I ran into like a lot of problems with like just oversight and stuff of the layout. Oh, whoops. There we go. I gotta use the SD5 right here. There we go. And we're good to go. And then I turn my engine back around. So yeah, I just yeah, it's a good question though. It's like, why would you ever destroy a layout and build a new one? And I honestly, the last layout had so many issues between having only 042 radius bottom turns and then like because I had the 2 bottom loops, right? And then the upper layer. The upper layer was all 031, 31-inch radius. And then the just the 2 turnouts to do the balloon loop, they were unreliable when it came to running like some of my lower voltage locomotives like Williams and stuff, or anything with a DC fly motor doesn't draw as much power. Even what was it? The engine that came with this New York Central tender gave me problems because it's got a little DC motor in there, so it's not drawing as much amperage, so the switches couldn't throw. So basically, I wanted to do a new track system, either this or fast track. And I heard so many problems with fast track, and it's so expensive and everything. Um, so it just was a mess. So I thought about it. It's like, you know what? Let me expand the layout. I'll build the 5x6 extension. I'll put in real tracks because I heard good stuff about it, interesting things about it, and it didn't seem like people were like selling their souls, to line up with the fast track stuff, because the fast track looks nice and everything. I've just had interesting things with them, with like my post or my pre and post war engines that I'd run. Like tonight, I just ran this engine, my Vanderbilt. This is from, I believe, the 1940s, right up to World War II, pretty much. And this guy would actually even pit my track. So when I used to run this under the Christmas tree with the fast track. So now this stuff looks great. It's a little bit more forgiving, and the engines roll, really nicely. HO scale, you could fit even more. Oh, I'm sure. N scale, you can make a massive layout. Yeah, it's. I thought about doing like a different gauge, but I've got so much O scale, O gauge stuff, it wouldn't make sense. But I do want to do an N scale platform, maybe put it in the basement or something. But I already have the wood for it. I just need the track. I've got engines already, because I used to run a lot of N scale before I got into O gauge, and I fell in love with the O gauge stuff. It was just easier to work with, and um, price isn't really like people say, well, O gauge is more expensive. Honestly, I've seen HO engines and N scale stuff almost the same price as O gauge. Especially it comes to like steam engines and DCC diesels and all that stuff. It's a little bit more expensive because it's larger, but the tooling and the detail and some of these newer HO engines is just phenomenal. It's not like the old, like the old Tyco stuff, but it's pretty cool. Slag Cat, your Green Lantern should be facing the straight section of the track, red facing the sidings. Are you talking about the switches here? Huh. Yeah, that is. This one's wrong. I don't know why that's. Whoops. Oh, wait. Was it right? Or was it wrong? That's turns. That should be red. I think HO is the most expensive, but with N gauge or N scale growing the way it is, yeah, prices will reflect. Yeah, I've seen some crazy. Hope I didn't just break that. There we go. Yeah, these aren't signals. These are for the switches. So I position them the furthest away. So if you have like an overswing, I can put these on either side. Some places I have no choice, because of just space. Like this switch up here, that has to be there. I'd like it on the other side, but this switch isn't, the Y of the switch is in the way. But yeah, everything. Oh yeah, this one's wrong. I just saw that. That's actually important because sometimes I will look at the lights and say, "Oh yeah, this is switched the wrong way." Then I'll switch it and then it'll crash. Like Gomez Adams up here. Let's see. But yeah, HO is getting extremely expensive. I've seen stuff. Is that good? There we go. I've seen some HO engines that go for, hundreds of dollars, and you look at it like, man, it's like you're not really getting a whole lot, but sometimes it pays off just to get them used and stuff like that. But sometimes it's cool to get like a new piece. Going to the station looks red. Going to the station. This one's turned. That one's straight, so you're good. That one's fine. HO is 400 for DCC and sound now. Holy crap! Yeah, it's true because Matt PG just bought. Um, hey Spark, you'll get a kick out of this. Um, so Matt PG bought a GP9. It's a chopped hood, so it's not like a high hood, like any of my high hoods up on the shelf. So this is really funny. What they did, it's a Norfolk Southern GP9, but they chopped the hood, right? So it's like a GP, it's like a GP9 RM for like a remodel. But the funny thing is, they set the crew figurines. You know, it's because it's like a chopped hood. It looks like a SD unit or like a GP38. Well, actually, GP38s can be also high hoods. Okay, let's say the GP40. They chop the hood, right? And then they set the crew figurines facing the still long hood forward. So it's like, then why did you guys chop the hood if your cab is still facing the other way? I just thought it was the goofiest thing I've ever seen. But it's such a beautiful engine. Great sounding engine. He's got to get a DCC module or a Broadway Limited sound controller for it. But I thought it was so funny because they chopped the hood, so it's no longer a high hood. It's just a normal, like, I guess, a safety cab. Um, but they left the crew figurines going long hood forward. I just thought it was goofy. If any other guys in here think that's kind of funny, I just got a chuckle out of it because I like the GP units with the high hood. I've been inside a GP38 high hood while I was running. It, it was a lot of fun, but you know, even cheaper. Oh, companies now DCC and Sound 250. Yeah, yeah. His is a Walthers Jeep unit. I think it was $165, something like that. GP30s have a high hood. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just so funny because they chopped the hood and then they still kept the crew figurines the other way. I'm like, then why did you guys chop it? You should have like reversed the cab while you were in there, or reverse the controls so your guys aren't like sitting like this the whole time. Going the other way. I don't know. It's goofy. Like the guys down the street have the GP9 on the NCR. They've got the GP9, the GP10. Both, I believe, are long hood forward engines, and they just deal with it. There's not a whole lot of traffic other than bikes and stuff crossing the bike path to the crossing the rails. But those engines are long hood forward, and they're traditionally that way. It's pretty cool, but you know, you haven't entered my contest yet. 500 is it 500 Canadian? Would be a good long way for the layout. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos I have to do too. I have two challenge videos. I've got um one of my viewers that um we're doing a station announcement video. It's why I got my station all lit up. And then I've got another video that I have to do for how many covered hoppers I have. RJ challenged me a while back. I feel really bad. I haven't gotten to it because the layout tear down. I've just been so busy. But I've got, where's the other hopper at? Oh, here we go. So say, here you go, Sparky. Here's little Canadian National hopper. This thing is when was this built? 81? Can't. Whoa. I think it says 1981 on here. But yeah, it's a cool little covered hopper. Is it French on the other side? It is French on the other side. Look at you. I never noticed that. What? Look at this. Dude, what? That is so clever. It says like Canadian or Cana. Oh, Canadian. Wow. Do not run cars with doors or hatches open. So that's so funny. They put okay, yeah, yes, they put Canadian in French, but they left the do not run car with doors or hatches open in English. Wow, that is I've never noticed that before. Now is that the same way in like real life when you see a Canadian national car? I've never noticed that. Let's see. It's really crazy. I don't really see a lot of CN stuff, but the one of my buddies, Train Seekers, lives next to a main line in Maryland, and what happens is that he'll get CSX, and they'll be pulling I believe a Canadian National engine or something like that, or actually, is it CP or CN? I want to say I'll have to look it up. But he's got a bunch of videos. They'll get some like Canadian power, and it's more common for some reason now. And I think it's just because of the supply and everything. They're sending American engines up there, or we're North American, but they're sending U.S. engines to Canada. I think it's interesting. Oh, it's based out of Quebec. All CN engines are like, oh man, that is so funny. They have to have French on the other side for the name. Oh man, that is that's typical. I was gonna say that's so typical Quebec. It's like we wanted. Honestly, if it was their choice, it'd be all in French, I guess. Because I've been to Canada before. It's just been about 15 years or so. We went to Toronto. We went Ontario, Toronto. Typical touristy things. There's the old. I think it's the Canadian Pacific warehouse, or not warehouse, roundhouse that is near the CN Tower, unless it's the CN roundhouse. But they tore down the roundhouse. This is so crazy. So they tore down the roundhouse, and the agreement with the state was to tear down the roundhouse piece by piece, keeping every brick. And then when the roundhouse was to go back up after they built the parking lot, I think it was the parking for the national stadium. They no, it wasn't Nationals. I'm sorry. The Blue was it the Blue Jays? Yeah, Toronto Blue Jays. I'm sorry. When they built the Blue Jays Stadium, they built underground parking right where the old roundhouse was, and they had to build back the roundhouse brick by brick by ordinance of Canada because there's a historic place. And then they built it brick by brick. But then when they did it, they kind of did it jankily. So half the roundhouse is not. When I was there years ago, it's probably safe now. But they said it wasn't deemed for safety reasons, like it was inhabitable. But half of it was a brewery. It's called like Steam Whistle Brewery. It was really, really cool. I couldn't drink, but we did a brewery tour. I was like 12 years old at a brewery, and they gave us like free soda and stuff that they were brewing as well, or cooking up. It was a lot of fun. That was many years ago. I'd like to get back to Canada one of these days once the world kind of calms down and prices of everything start to go back down. Uh, I'd love to get up to Canada. I'll probably end up flying up there instead of driving like we did. The Roundhouse and Museum now, Steam Whistle is still in there. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I got to taste a sip of beer, and I don't remember what it was like, but it was cool. I have a glass from there. It's at my parents' place. They actually have a steam whistle that's hooked up to their one of their boilers, I think, or air compressors, and you can actually pull the steam whistle if you visit. And it was cool. It was a beautiful roundhouse, and there used to be two of them. And back in the day, if you guys remember Trains Simulator, it was like TRAINZ. Trains 2005 actually modeled to a T the whole terminus, the Toronto station, and what was it? The giant station down there, and both roundhouses and all their facilities and yards. It was amazing. But that game, I used to play that game like crazy. I had so many Canadian engines. It was really cool. Yeah, 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm probably about God, like what, 14 hours, 12 hours or something. I forgot what it's like driving up there. Take one drink and you're drunk. Oh no. Oh man. But yeah, guys, we're gonna run some more stuff around. Let's see what else. I've got this steam engine rolling. Let's see what other stuff's under the platform. Could quickly run. Um, I could. I'll put this back. Put the Vanderbilt back. I've got. This is kind of sacrilegious, but I'll run the turbine with the steam sounds tender. I do for sure. Yeah, it's a good old 2026 right here. It's the later version, and this guy is Williams turbine 6200. I think it's a reproduction of the Lionel version. Probably like a counterfeit, honestly. But we'll see how she does. Get my remote. Code 2026. Yeah. Yeah, I think, was I at that show? Yeah, David. So I was at that show with you when I got the 2026 for like, was it like $40? Like that guy was giving away trains. Because everyone, so David bought a 2025, the later variation, and it's the K4, Lionel's K4. Got it for like $60 or something. And then I went back to that guy's table and was like, hey, do you have any cheap steam engines? He had that 2026 for, I think, $40 with a tender. And I definitely snatched. It was awesome. Whoops. Yeah, it was a great deal. And I've got the older 2026. I paid a lot of money for that one though. Let me actually turn this guy around. Oh. Let's see. Actually, this engine, for some reason, it's always something to do with these like 6-wheel trucks for these little guys. It likes to jump switches, which is always fun. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting. This engine is always giving me like the most unnecessary problems. It should run smooth, but it just does not like switch or turnouts or switches. It's pretty crazy. Oh, say no, turn off. Yeah, this track does roll like almost reminds me of like a cheaper version of like Gargraves. It runs really smooth. If you want to see N scale set, go for crazy money on eBay. Type in N scale Kato Neon Genesis what is that called? Evangelion train set. Oh wow, yeah, Kato stuff I know is expensive. I mean, they make decent stuff. I like their track better than their engines. So I'll lower this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I like Kato's track system, the unit tracks. Even for HO, it's great stuff. but I've heard some interesting things about their engines. I'm not I'm not too sure on how true it is. On I've heard they have consistency problems with some of their later engines, but I feel like every company's gone through that. Even Bachman Spectrum stuff, I've had issues with. Um, the newer stuff seems to be fine. I don't know. I usually don't buy Bachman stuff a whole lot, but I do realize like a lot of their newer stuff is coming around to be a better product. So it all works out. Sure, it's 5.5%. I think they do like a bunch of different beers. It's not like my hair's poofing up. It's not like a IPA style brewer. I think they make like a lager. It's pretty like a belly wash beer. Like you drink it with anything, drink it with a burger, not like these spicy beers. New Kato engines have been fantastic so far. Yeah, that's good to hear because like I think they had some consistency problems not too long ago, like years ago, not like recent, but I think they've come a long way. Hey, Slycat, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great week. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream soon, anyways. Probably like 10:30, just so get to bed at a decent time, get ready for work. It's a very rare set. It was based on a prototype that celebrates 50th anniversary of the bullet train. I believe the third. Oh, okay. You're talking. Does it look Japanese like those engines? Because I do know that there's a club or there's a guy at the Greenberg show, or no, not Greenberg, Great Scale, who always shows up with his Japanese bullet train platform, and it might be those for, that might be what those are. Brian Rock, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Got to find at least one more engine to run. See what I don't even know what engines are under the platform. What's this? I think they're just cars. Unless I run something old. Hey, Sparky, thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for the pointer on the Canadian engine. That's really, or car, sorry, not engine. It was really cool to find that out. Yeah, Susie. Yeah, Susie took a tumble. Susie's drunk. I mean, look at this. Whoops. There you go. Ship on the Susie. One of the couplers is giving me some problems. It's these MPC couplers. Lovely. So, and I just bought this car too. I love this car. It's just one of the couplers would not stay coupled. Okay, it is a Japanese train. Okay, I've seen. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, that rolls so nice. But yeah, I have seen those on that one platform that's always at the Great Scale Train Show. You got a ride to York next week. Oh, is that for the train show? For the TCA? Is the TCA meetup? I'm not sure if I'm going to TCA, but I'll have to see what my funds are like and everything. Right now, my funding is kind of low. I've got to. I don't know. I've got to make more money. Okay, cool. Yeah, I might. I don't know if I'm going to go to any more shows yet because, like I said, I'm broke after spending all the money on the layout and everything. I'm really like in need of a money break. And then this weekend too, I'm going up to Knoebel. So, but if you want to film or check out NCR, I'll definitely show you around the NCR. I'll call you. Okay. Yeah, probably not tonight. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but yeah, just give me a ring this week because like I said, I got to run to bed soon. It's got a huge day tomorrow. Tom, what's up, buddy? Oh, it's all good. Yeah, just the time. I'm actually gonna end the stream at like 10:30. But yeah, I'll give you guys one last tour of the layout. Just give me a second. I'm trying to fix the lighting here. My hair's all poofy too. I guess the humidity in here went up. My hair's all poofy. So yeah, Tom, you'll get a kick out of this. Check out the new station. It starts literally from that platform all the way to that platform. Then behind the station is another siding for cars and stuff. That's my freight shed. Broke down. Hartford, Connecticut. Oh crap. Hopefully you're all right. Hopefully the vehicle's all right. Wow. On my way home from New Hampshire. Holy crap. Cars up there. My son came to Hartford. Oh wow. Jeez. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to stop by. But yeah, this is the official track plan, real quick, everyone, before I sign off for the evening. Yeah, I'm sure it was a fun day. So here is real quick. Here's the South Yard. Got the Midtown Station. Then we have the North Side, North Town, and that's pretty much the whole layout as of right now. We got in total that we have 8 switches on the layout that all need to be wired up and all that good stuff. Everything works. Supposedly everything is working to a T, for the most part. We'll have to see what it does over time. But I've got some things to work out on the layout. Yeah, and Tom, we got a bunch of new buildings, like the building in the center, not the brick one on the left or the white one. The building in the middle is actually a hardware store. And then also I bought this building right here, which is this right here. It's a corner store. Love the graphics on here. On the inside, it's like a silhouette or a backdrop. And all these are pre-wired. All I have to do is plug them in via leads right here that were already on these models. So all I have to do is hook them up via what do you call it? Parallel wiring, and it should all work like instantly. So I'm really excited for this. And put him down over there. Now I just have to figure out where the models are going. And yeah, the station's wired up. I've got my parallel wires. What I did, I actually traced 2 parallel wires going down this length, and they make a right turn and then go to the center of the platform. And then from there, I'm going to tap in to all of my 14-volt accessories. And then on the other accessories, like that's just for lights, but anything that requires like 18 volts, like some other stuff, I'm going to hook up a different way. But right now I've got them all hooked up to this transformer right here, my little block for my lights. and it's warm. It's doing some work, but it's turned down pretty low, and I can actually turn this way up. But the guy who sold me those lamps, like the teardrop lamp, he recommended running those at, I believe, 12 to 14 volts because those lamps will burn out very fast, and they're old Marks lamps. Yeah, track's running great. It's just figuring out where my problems are and then sorting that out with some tools and things like that. Yeah, I need to hook up my voltmeter to that transformer I showed you guys, because I need to make sure it's 12 to 14 volts. I'm going to hook up everything on that transformer. It should be able to support it. It puts out, I think, 1.5 amps or 1.25 amps. It should be enough to power just my town lights. If it starts tripping or overheating, whatever, I'll hook it up to the MRC, which is fixed 14-volt voltage coming out of this, and I'll use the arms, the conventional arms, whatever layers or whatever I build next. But everyone, I'm gonna call the stream for the night. It's a little after 10:30. Um, I'll keep you guys updated on some videos this week. I'm gonna come out with an official layout update for this week to showcase the layout, put it out there, because I know not everyone watches the live stream, and there's also people that may search new layouts and things like that. It'd really help out the channel as well. This weekend I'll be up at Knoebels Grove for Hollow Fun. Be filming a couple of things, a couple of attractions, more so the train and maybe the antique cars. But for the rest of the day, I think we're just going to enjoy ourselves, not do like a vlog or anything. But I want to thank you all for coming into the stream tonight. Had a bunch of great people. Always fun doing the stream. It's always great talking to you guys, and it's always fun. Yeah, Tom, no worries, man. Henry, I'll see you later. Hey, thank you so much, Randall. Thanks for coming in. Like the live stream. Thanks so much. Yeah, like I said, not everyone watches it, and it does help the channel, but doing videos also really helps too, get the channel out there. But yeah, anyone watching the replay, even people coming in or that have been here, thank you so much for watching. It's gonna be a crazy week, a nice little 4-day work week with a 2-day weekend coming up. Yeah, we will. But I'll see you guys later. Happy railroading. Stay tuned for updates on this crazy project of mine. You guys are gonna really enjoy it. But I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Have a good week. Happy railroading. See you guys.